Wasa, Iete, Docha, Nutley, Chukwia, Kahi, Gonis Cheese. Hello, everybody. I introduce myself in my limited Tlingit language that I wanted to say hello to everybody. My traditional name is Nutley, which means new beginnings. I'm Northern Shoshone and Tlingit from Yukon and Alaska. I stand here today in the traditional territories of the Songhees, Esquimalt, and Wasanish peoples. And I'm here just to talk a little bit about the Indigenous Studies two-year diploma. Now, when I say two-year diploma, I should mention to you that some students do the program within 3 years. Some take 2.5. So it's designed to be a program that is both part-time and full-time. It depends on how you want to go about this at your own pace. The program is comprised of 20 core courses as well as 4 electives. So you can take courses over the summer if you want. You can take the summer off, and if you do take the summer off, it turns into a bit of a longer program. All of our courses within the Indigenous Studies program are transferable, so that's a nice gift that people do appreciate, so that you can move to universities if you choose to, or other colleges in British Columbia or around Canada. But I want to share a little bit about what our program is about. Students within the Indigenous Studies Diploma program develop life leadership skills that prepare you for being roles in your communities as leaders. You will engage in cultural, academic, applied learning experiences in traditional land-based, virtual, and classroom contexts. I often say graduates in Tlingit, the words are Yunga Danik, and Yunga Danik means walk with dignity. So you will learn to walk with dignity. And this involves taking care of and being responsible to one another, and also for you to have the opportunity to develop your voice as well as your identities. I want to also acknowledge at this time the reality of COVID, that we are trying to be as creative as we possibly can. A lot of our learning is through, in a virtual context, is online learning. But we also are integrating the on-the-land experiences as well. So that might mean that you're going into your communities and recording some things that integrate your theoretical knowledge with your land-based experiences, and you share that with other students, or you share that with the instructor. But we also are ensuring that we still have some courses that are based on the land. A cultural camp is one example, where you're on the land for 2 nights and 3 days, learning about how to relate the importance of land-based teachings in relation to Indigenous self-determination. Just want to mention that we have up to 24 students in the program that are in the Indigenous Studies Diploma program. We have both Indigenous and non-Indigenous students, and we welcome people from all cultures to come and be a part of the program and learn from each other, learn from the instructors. We do reserve 75% of the seats for Indigenous students. We have other knowledge keepers and elders from the community that are a really important aspect of our program to share, the teachings and what those teachings mean historically, today, and how you can relate those teachings to well-being in the future. And so we have quite a few guests and knowledge keepers that help inform our teachings, which again help us to Yunga Danik, to walk with dignity. So I hope that talks a little bit about the program. Some people do ask, what they will do afterwards. I mentioned about the different universities. A lot of universities, including the University of Victoria, if you get this diploma, students can move up and do Indigenous specializations, such as child and youth care has a specialization, social work, Indigenous education, Indigenous law. But students can also go on and do other types of programs. In this program, you will take an anthropology course, you'll take a couple of Indigenous political science courses. So people do transfer, if you choose, into the university in those kinds of disciplines or history. So it's quite wide open. And just also to say that some students go back into the community, and we've had students that are working as educational advisors within the school district for K-12 system. We've had students going into the Friendship Center and working as cultural workers, early childhood education. So there's quite a variety of contexts where you could get this diploma and then end up going and working in community. So I think I'll stop there. It's really good to connect with you, and I hope that you will consider coming into the Indigenous Studies Diploma program at Camosun College. Masicho, Ganesh Cheese.